It's running, it's rolling, it's rolling, it's running. Oh, man. How you doing, Brent?
Sore? How are you doing?
You know, better than you, because I delivered that pain. But
Good
I didn't have to take it this week, so.
You didn't have to, you delivered it, but you didn't have to take it?
That's right. You said you were sore. We know why.
In my legs, motherfucker.
I know. It takes it out of the legs. Yeah, they become jelly. I've seen this before. It's commonplace.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. No on hate.
It was just a couple minutes ago. I know you don't hate it.
But
when you were saying yes, 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 more, I know.
That was you?
You couldn't tell?
Well, I couldn't tell because normally you say it all the time, but a couple minutes ago you sure as hell didn't exactly hit it.
How did we even get here? Cause I swear I don't recognize shit here.
Oh, that was clever. See what you did there? You stole my intro spot. I don't like it.
I know what? I don't know what you're talking about.
This is gonna be a bad podcast.
Is it?
I don't like the way it started.
Is it? Then start it over.
No.
Then start it over.
No. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. You stole my hit it joke. I do the hit it jokes around here.
Then start it over.
No.
I was it was hanging out there like a big matzo ball and you didn't take it.
I liked it. Well, I didn't know what I was doing yet. I was freestyling.
Sounds familiar. How many times has he said that to you, ladies?
Man, this is starting off rough. How many weeks has it been? 2 weeks since I had to deal with your ass. I kick you back out again. We recording like 15 episodes today. Fuck that.
You know what?
Ain't about to talk to you no more.
You don't have enough alcohol.
You right. This is it. Hey man, anyway, you can find me at 1989.
Excuse you.
Oh, that's right. I want to start off with this. Hey man, first off, did you press record?
Yes, I see I'm looking at the red light. I'm constantly looking at the red light.
I'm not playing with you. All right. First off, I just want to start off by saying Heat Flow, man. Motherfucking let's go Heat. Conference Finals. We up 1-0 right now on the Boston Celtics.
And I want to say
Miami, baby.
I want to say let's go Power Rangers. That's always on that G shit since '93 shit.
I don't think that's a thing. You just
go Power Rangers.
Are they all on the hat?
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The original crew.
Okay.
The original 5.
Where's the green guy?
He was the 6th.
Where's the white guy?
This is the original guy. This is the original 5.
That hat's
OG
trash.
5.
He should have been underneath, split in half. If they were really thinking 5. They should do like that green and white right under the brim.
I mean,
that should have been lit.
I mean, see, I'm not a huge fan of this in general.
Why not?
But because I like the brim stuff. Like it's like okay, but like
people can't really see it.
Most people aren't gonna like. I guess some people are.
Like I would be able to see it.
I mean, I'm short.
Yeah.
But I did like the lightning bolt, so I got it for that. Like in the under brim stuff, I'm not a huge fan of. It depends on how it looks.
Well, you can see the way I was wearing my hat right now. I have my hat tilted up higher because I wanted to show the Heat thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm probably gonna take this off, but I just wanted to rep for my team because we were killing it right now, and I wanted everybody to know Heat Flow. But this is probably gonna come off because I don't wear my hats like this. It's really high up in the air. I got like no head in this area at all. It's just weird. I just have it on so you could see it on camera.
Yeah.
Also, I just thought we'd tell the listeners that I probably am gonna go deaf about midway through this podcast.
Probably.
Because there was an unfortunate sound incident in my earlobes.
Yeah.
And I think I might be dying.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. You were checking the levels, or not even checking the levels. You were just plugging shit in.
Just plugged in the headphone.
And I don't know why the microphone was as high as it was, but it was.
Brent sabotaged me.
Blew your fucking ears. I was walking by and I heard the feed. You had the headphones on. I was walking by and I heard the feedback and I was like, oh shit.
Yo, literally.
So we're starting. So like we should have started 20 minutes ago, but I was waiting for you to recuperate.
Bro, I'm still off. Like inside my head is off still.
I'm sure.
But it's like it's weird because I feel it like. It's like 1/4 of my head is off on this side right here, and like down to my chest. I feel it in my heart region, but like everything over here feels clear.
You should smoke some weed.
I probably should smoke some weed.
Smoke some weed, some healing properties of cannabinoids.
Do cannabinoids?
Cannabinoids, whatever they call them. Cannabis, cannabinoids.
I got a weed expert I could call. I know a weed expert.
There you go. You're in Long Beach.
That's fair.
Damn near everybody.
It's not as impressive. When I was on the East Coast, I say that shit. It was impressive.
Right.
Not out here. You're right. Yeah, but so if at some point, if I'm not hearing you on the podcast, listeners, if you're talking to us when you call in, if I'm not hearing you, that's why.
Mm-hmm. What's that number again?
It's 1-800-555-DICK. Again, that's 1-800-555-DICK. Thank you. And you can find me at 1989 TRE. Huh?
But call only if you're 18 years or older.
That's right. Yes, absolutely. Only if you're 18 years of older.
That Chris Hansen shit up in here.
Not in here. So where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter, taking a look at all the shit that's going down, including finding out that not cooking and cleaning apparently doesn't lead to what we were told it leads to a couple months ago. Apparently, I don't cook, I don't clean. That's some divorce papers.
I see where you're going with this.
Cardi B.
Now, normally, I don't know how this happened, but for some reason I got this headline today, randomly. Now, I'm online all the time, so I would expect it to have seen this.
Yeah.
But no, I just got it on one post from
me too, but but you don't hardly see shit like that on Pornhub or on black.com, so it's hard to...
It transferred to the other side.
Yeah.
I'm going deaf on the right side. I'm still not right, people.
It's like the worst swimmers here ever.
It is. It's just like... So, yeah, she... what happened exactly? Because I just saw the one post.
They're getting divorced. Papers are filed.
Somebody posted. The one person I did see posted was like, "How the hell y'all mad at Cardi B when we know he's a piece of shit?" And it was a dude who I would have actually expected to side with Offset. She's married to Offset, right?
I think so.
Yeah, she's married to Offset because Offset, Quavo, and that one dude. Who's the other one? Take off.
Okay.
He took off. So that was my hit it joke for the day since he stole my hit it joke. That's yeah. He was like, "How you mad at her when he's a piece of shit and we all know it? Like, admittedly a piece of shit."
Because more people know Cardi B.
No. But people are mad at her though. Like, you would expect more people to be supporting her if more know her, which they do for sure. But why are so many people upset with her when he obviously cheated? Point blank.
I mean, that's interesting because people supported her when we found out she used to drug and rob niggas.
That's true. That's a very good point.
Like, and it's like,
but now they're not supporting her.
If that shouldn't have canceled her.
Yeah.
Like, if y'all weren't going after her with the pitchforks over that shit,
yeah,
you should have.
Yeah, that's like, a little wild. Would you have been upset about that? You got drugged and robbed by Cardi B?
Being drugged and robbed by Cardi? Yes.
Did she fuck him on the fly?
No.
Or was it exactly like that J-Lo movie?
The Hustlers movie? Yeah. I never saw that movie.
That movie's actually...
But I don't remember... Were they actually fucking them, or were they just robbing them beforehand?
No, they were setting them up. They were just getting them there. They would get them in that mood. They'd be doing some strange shit to them. And the next thing you know, they had that first drink. Wake up missing $60,000 off the account. They're like, "What the fuck? What? I know I had one drink, I think. You had a great time. Why are you mad?"
Yeah.
And they were rich guys, so they wouldn't respond to it. It's like, nah, I'm embarrassed. I didn't get taken advantage of by no girl. So that was the premise of the movie. I actually didn't know what the movie was when I rented it. Cardi's in that movie, matter of fact.
Yeah, her.
Which is what's crazy.
Isn't Keke Palmer in that shit too?
I don't know. I just know J-Lo and Cardi are definitely in it.
And isn't Vanessa Hudgens in that shit too? Or some little
somebody small.
It was some good girl gone bad.
She looked good.
Supposed
the
to be,
lead. She was like the secondary lead. Yeah, other than
I forget what it was, and I don't care enough to look it up.
I also don't. But the movie was solid. It was solid. It was actually entertaining. But I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was a stripper movie to start. I know it was like, oh, they out here getting niggas.
Yeah.
Got my attention real fast. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And J-Lo was just doing stuff.
It's a warning.
They're all warnings.
Don't do that shit.
We always miss them. They're always warnings, apparently. This motherfucker dropped a video from 20 years ago.
It was like 4 years ago, but yeah.
It was 20 years ago.
So when we get out.
Do you know how long 2020's been?
Yeah, good point.
Right. What the fuck's wrong with you? This year started in 2000.
That was, this was, I'm playing catch up. So I had this video on my old computer, or I started developing it on my old computer. Then that shit died on me. Luckily, this was one of the files that I had backed up on an external hard drive. And then I get my new computer, and I'm doing all these other videos. And I finally get to this one, and this was just sitting on my desktop. And I'm like, fuck it, let me go through and see if I can actually fuck with this shit. And I've apparently edited most of it. Didn't have to do much editing after the fact.
So my question to you.
So I was like, fuck it, just post it.
Here's the question, though. This is because, years ago, I get it, right?
Yeah.
So you found it, and, so you're back on it.
Yeah.
But if that hard drive had happened to save an email, let's say to a former job you were working at, and you were calling out, would you have finished that email and sent it? Like, hey, Jen, I'm actually I'm not gonna be in today. February 2nd.
Well, emails are actually
2006.
tracked on servers. Like, you actually go to yahoo.com. I can access that from any computer. I couldn't access this file from any computer. And I didn't have access to a computer for a couple of years.
So let's say you had plans with a girlfriend from back then. Let's say you were typing up the invite, and then the computer comes back on, and you're right there. You're like, oh shit, I was just about to hit send. Do you send that? Hey, Jen. I'm just keep using Jen.
Again, I probably would have had phone conversations or something.
No,
Could've
that's not what's
emailed,
important. We've had phone conversations.
Text to text or whatever the fuck.
We've done this. We did.
It's called cleaning out your closet, Trey.
What is it? Episode 37.
Cleaning out my closet.
This is episode
One more
37.
time.
So
I said, I'm sorry, mama.
was that not the fourth video we
I
recorded?
never meant to hurt you.
Fifth video we recorded?
It was one of the
It was
early
early.
ones.
It
It
was
was the
really
early
early.
ones because we did the Get Out review, and I think that was the first one.
That was the first one.
And then we did
I think we did
Intercontinental
two.
Champions
Because you lost the first one of those.
because we lost the first one, but we both
then-
had the list still.
Right.
And
Did
then
we
I
reshot
think
it or we went
this
straight to the
one-
review? I think the review might have been the third video. Because I think we did the Intercontinental one, lost it. Then we did the Get Out response video, which is the one that you just posted. And then I think we did the reshoot of the Intercontinental video. I think.
Maybe. So it was third. It was third.
I think
or
it was the
fourth.
third or fourth video.
It was third or fourth.
And he just posted it.
No,
We're
it
now
went down.
37 episodes into our podcast, 4 years later, and he just posted this. So, mind you, I was horrified on what we could have possibly been saying. I didn't have a damnedest clue because we talk. But sometimes we say some stuff. And you know, people change.
All we did was pledge our allegiance to the white cave, beast cave.
Listen, I didn't pledge allegiance to anything. And also, for those who didn't see that video, let's
should go
just
and watch
explain.
it. You should go and watch it.
Well, let's just explain for a second.
YouTube.com/surreal469.
For what you just said.
It's pretty recent up there.
I already asked you where you
And
can find
and
it.
you'll know the thumbnail because I'm in it and he's in it along with three. Remember
what I said?
cave
Remember what I said about?
That's my favorite thumbnail of all time.
No. See,
Those are my favorite thumbnails of all time. That one and the original Get Out video thumbnail
This
are
is
my
the
favorite
thing.
thumbnails of all time.
This is the thing about Brent.
Because it's so perfect. It's so
He
perfect.
has no tact. He has no tact.
It's so perfect.
So mind you, when he posted this video,
The poses,
It was
the
actually
smile,
way
the
too late.
The cocked hat to the side.
It was way too late when he used it the first time.
Girl
and now,
on your right arm,
4 years
two
later,
girls on your left, one cocking
he's
her head
using the
back,
same
as
exact
if you just
thing.
said something so
It's
hilarious.
ridiculous. It's
The other
so
looking
ridiculous.
back as if to clear a pathway to the bedroom.
Are you done?
The Brazzers logo
you know,
in the
two
corner.
people talking at once doesn't work.
That's fantastic.
You know that, right?
The one thing I do regret is that for the second thumbnail, I should have put blacked over the Brazzers logo, and I might fuck around and go back and re-edit it and do that.
No, you only get one chance. This is the. Why do you keep going backwards to edit shit from 20 years ago?
Because you gotta complete it. I'm a completionist. You gotta complete some shit.
As I was saying, the point is, I completed a relationship with one of the women in that video, in that picture, 20 years ago now, again, and this motherfucker keeps using the photo for some reason, with her face in it,
It's a
mind you.
great photo.
And now,
It's a fantastic photo, that's
not only
why.
is it her photo and her face in it now again, but now he's actually got my face back in it, and it's her, so it's like,
It's
the
a
only
fantastic
then he
photo.
wants to tag me in this
It's a
shit.
fantastic
when
photo.
we're still friends on Facebook.
It's a fantastic photo.
This motherfucker doesn't get it. Something's
It's
wrong
a
with him.
fantastic photo. That's
It's alright
why.
though. It's alright. I'm gonna do some digging. Because I'm gonna bring back HDTRE. And guess who's my first victim? It's gonna be you. And I know you probably never seen them shows,
I've never seen those.
but
shows.
trust and believe.
It's a fantastic.
When you see it,
It's a fantastic.
you're gonna know it.
Listen, the only pictures of mine that probably shouldn't go public are, you know,
Why is the camera? Why is it so off?
it is off a little bit.
You got it like way over there, or
It
over
seems
here,
like it's that way.
Because like my
Hold
hand
on.
should be on camera.
Yeah.
Right
Hold on. Let me move it.
now. This is.
I did notice that.
I'm so confused at what Brent's doing. Now he's going. Oh my god, he's breaking everything. There we go. All right, just get back in here and sit back some. Damn, I was sitting on the edge of the chair all the time. Jesus Christ. All right, here we go. Now it's off the other way, but whatever. I'll take it. At least the laptop's in it now. We work for Apple now.
Have my hat cocked to the side like I'm you in that picture.
From 20 years ago. You know what's crazy about that photo? Legitimately, 10 years ago. I was 21. That was my 21st birthday party. 10 years ago. You using a photo from 10 years ago.
It's a great picture.
It is a great picture because I had a bunch of fine women around me that night. One of them I ended up dating for 5 years after that.
One wasn't as fine as the other two. But
You know what's
okay.
crazy though? You want to know a fun fact?
Huh.
She's the finest one now.
Really?
On everything. Finest one out of all of them. Finest one out of all of them. Like she's on my Instagram. It's like, God. She had a kid and just went crazy. Like she just, I don't know. You know how that happens sometimes?
The extra hormones and the milk production and all that other shit.
I don't know about all that. But what I do know is she's real fine now. I know that. I don't know about the rest of that, what you was about to go into. But
Pregnancy changes a woman's body.
Yeah, a lot of times not for better.
A lot of times not for better.
But
sometimes, particularly in the pectoral region, it gets better. In the chestoral, in the breastoral region.
This nigga said pectoral region. Not dealing, nigga. All right, how many we recording tonight?
In the chestorial.
How long do these need to be per one? Can we just call this episode?
The collateral.
We can drop this
lateral region.
So you can find me at 1989 TRE.
Well, it's only been 5 seconds apparently. I don't know what those. I forgot what those numbers mean.
Don't worry about it. I got it. No, this has been an hour. That's crazy.
No.
So,
it hasn't been an hour. It hasn't been an hour.
The heater up 3-0 now. It's, Jesus.
You know damn well it hasn't been an hour.
This is crazy. Because we got to get to the next one. Because
you're trying to bail out early on it.
It's tripping.
Nobody tripping on nothing.
God damn it. I'm still trying to recover. He's saying dumb shit.
What have you been up to besides losing your hearing?
Man, listen. I've been doing some shit. I've been staying inside. I've been avoiding the smoke. I've been laying on this couch a lot.
Okay, let's talk about that.
No, this is fantastic info.
So, we were talking a little bit earlier about how the lazy bug seems to be going around.
Oh, yeah.
I'm wondering if that's a byproduct of, and it's probably not, because it doesn't make any sense that it would be, but I've been lazy recently. Like, it's been about the time that all the fires and the ash and the world looked like Taz was coming out for his entrance.
They won't get that, but that's funny.
Did you, have you not seen that?
Oh, no, I've
gone outside and seen that shit?
Yeah,
I was like, the mood is about to change. What the fuck, Taz?
No, I seen it. That shit, I agree. No, I literally think it was something to the smoke. Even when you're staying inside, it's something to the smoke. Because, my homegirl, same shit. She was talking about how, like last week, I had headaches all week. It was just nonstop. Just a headache. Just running. It wasn't COVID or nothing like that. Definitely stayed home. Definitely took my temperature. Definitely drank fluids, all that shit. And it was but nonstop headache every day down there. Fuck. And it was just, consistent. It wasn't like that hunger headache that comes around 12 because I forgot to eat.
Right.
It was just oh, you're dying. You're going to die now. This is intense. And then I was I went outside, and fun fact about me is I don't take deep breaths. I take really small breaths all the time. Started doing that shit. This is a random story, but
you told that last episode with the girl that passed you by.
Really?
Yeah.
That was last episode?
Or 2 episodes ago. It was one of the recent ones.
That's weird.
There was a girl that passed you by, and you were trying to smell her essence, and she smelled funky.
She smelled terrible. And since then, to this day, it's still exactly that. But look, I don't even realize it anymore. So I'm outside walking around. I got my mask on, but I'm outside walking around. I didn't even know it smelled smoky outside. I had no idea. So then I went to go get food. I actually went to go eat outside, one of the restaurant places, and was restaurant places. Remember those?
Yeah.
But I'm took a deep breath or something because I walked a little further than normal. I was is it smoky out here? I didn't even realize it had been smoky like that. I knew the sky was crazy looking, but I couldn't smell it. So I'm damn, I'm probably out here dying.
Honestly, I couldn't really smell it either. I noticed it obviously because of the atmosphere or whatever, but the times I went out, I didn't really smell it. I saw ash on the car, and I knew that. But there was maybe once or twice I smelled smoke in the air once I got closer to LA proper while I was driving around. But here in Long Beach, I really didn't. It didn't, the other than the orange, I didn't feel much difference between normal and now.
Is this weird?
No.
What do you think we're talking about?
I don't remember what we're talking about.
I'm looking at the TV though.
Yeah,
just like now, it's the same moment.
It's podcastception. He's got our podcast going in the background.
If you look through the circle,
you
just go blind. There's no benefits to it.
Yeah, so you're gonna be deaf, dumb, and blind.
I thought about that earlier because I closed my eyes and I can see the circles again.
Yeah,
between you and this damn light and this malfunction,
you're gonna lose your sight. If you do, can we get a dog?
Definitely. I can't have a dog here, so I'm gonna have to move. They won't allow it. I gotta stop this. I can't do it. Too busy. I'm too concerned on what I'm doing.
But the laziness bug, even sitting at the house, and normally I'm okay with sitting at the house, with what's been going on since the beginning of the COVID
quarantine,
shit.
Yeah.
But particularly if I'm working on something, if I'm okay, maybe I'm not driving today, but all right, that's because I'm looking up info on furthering the podcast audience, or working on videos, or shooting a video, or something. What?
Furthering the podcast audience. Do we have any new friends?
It's
fans?
it's going okay. I put in applications for us to be on other platforms, Stitcher, iHeartRadio.
Anybody tip us yet?
Not yet.
Does anybody like us?
Does
anybody fucking like us?
The people who listen to us fucking like us. We just got to get more people to listen to us.
Well, fuck you guys.
Honestly, the best way to get people to listen to us right now is to advertise. So I thought to myself, I got to put more money into advertising.
When you posted that video from 4 years ago, oh, my ear's doing the thing again. Fuck. When you posted that video from 4 years ago, I'm gonna play through it. This is my Jordan flu game, is what this is.
Okay.
Yeah, that turned out to be a hangover game, and mine's just an ear game. So I don't.
Food poisoning.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think that's true still.
That's.
I think it's still bullshit, but you know.
There's people snuck into the hotel and fucked with his pizza.
And he ate it anyway in Utah. And it was one place.
Right,
and it was 16 people, and we ate it. Nobody ate except for Mike. Of course not.
Yeah.
Some bullshit if I ever heard it. Revisionist history like a motherfucker. What was I about to say? How do we get here?
I was talking about advertising and increasing our advertising budget because we need more people listening.
4
to the
years
podcast.
ago. 4 years ago. What I realized was I was telling people to fuck off then too.
Yeah, you were.
When I was watching that video, I was like, damn, I just got a problem with telling people that are watching on YouTube to just, fuck themselves. Mm-hmm. I know what's wrong with me.
Yeah.
I've clearly got anger issues of some sort that I haven't really. I wanted to take this moment to talk about it because when I looked at myself from 4 years ago, I was disgusted at what I saw.
Well, welcome to everybody else's world, Dre.
Oh, you're talking about me. Nah, that's kind of crazy though. But with the with the whole staying home thing, man, like and the weather, because what I got to was it felt like a storm was coming. That's what it looked like outside. In Virginia, when there's a hurricane coming, that's what it looked like. So I was expecting like there's gonna be this rain. It's gonna clear all this bullshit up. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get to relax for a night. I'm gonna wake up. It's gonna be sunny the next day. It's gonna be beautiful. Da 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 da. Nah, it shit just lasted for like a week and a half.
Yeah,
and it's been brutal.
Yeah.
Like it just now started being sunny again. Like, and I don't even know if it's completely sunny. I ain't really been out there today.
Not really.
That shit's crazy to me. I'm like, what is this weather, man? I can't really deal with it. Like, it's pretty crazy, and
it's
it does
not
make
weather.
you
It's
lazy.
the fucking fires.
Right, but
because somebody wanted to tell you what baby they were having.
All right, so here's a question, Brent.
Yeah.
You're well versed in religion. I had to call you quite a religious human.
I'm not.
By the way, my mom watched one of these episodes.
Uh-huh.
I asked her, why would you do that? She was horrified at the stuff we said. I said, what episode did you watch? I don't know. I said, God damn.
What did we say?
She said everything. You said everything. I was like, God damn it.
We said everything?
I said, see.
We gave away our recipe for cooking babies. Is that what we did? We said everything?
And her mom, we did. I don't know what I said, man. She could have got one of the lighter ones. I said,
by the way, the trick is marinating it for 24 to 48 hours before you cook it. But go ahead.
So, yeah, she was just like, oh my God, like I can't, this is you, this is how you are. I said, man, I'm way worse than that. I said, I'm thinking on the podcast. Yeah. I'm not saying half the shit that's going through my head.
This is me knowing that there's a camera, that live camera in front of me.
And there's a lot of my friends that will watch this, and they'll get to hear certain things. So I'm still being very bright. Mm-hmm. Like, I still am very cautious with what I say. But, yeah, she was like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? And I was like, so much. Like, how did this happen? I was like, you're my only parent. It's your fault.
Yeah.
You fucked me up. She was just like, you motherfucker. She didn't say that, but that was basically what she said in her terms. In her terms, she was like, you motherfucker.
That's what she was fearing the whole time. She was like, what happened to you? She was like, where did I go wrong?
I looked at that and I said, Mom, it was you. She's like, but no.
It was you, Austin. It was you all along.
So here's the thing.
Oh, damn it.
Biblical. Okay?
And what about it?
There's fires.
Okay.
The sun has turned red.
Okay.
2020 is that there's plague. And was it what the hell are we in? Quarantine? There's disease.
Pandemic.
There's pandemic all around us. Is it happening?
No.
Oh, all right. Is that it?
Basically, no, it's not it. Here's the thing. People.
How do you know, Brent?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with people.
What are you gonna say when the frogs come?
Here's the thing with people. People love to think that there's that everything they're experiencing at that moment is brand new, when it's not. When the human race is on this huge cycle. We keep repeating the same things over and over and over and over again.
Were you here last time?
Sometimes to greater degrees than other times. But it's always this, because there's always history to back it up. There's always something that has happened before, the exact same way before, and we all fucking survived.
How do you know?
So
Brent?
Outside of a nuclear catastrophe, which can happen, which is one of the reasons why I'm not for nuclear energy.
That's what's happening already.
Or the major comet coming to hit the Earth.
Asteroid theory.
There's nothing brand new on the planet. We've been doing this shit over and over and over again. None of it's new. Trump ain't new. The fires ain't new.
What do you mean Trump isn't new?
Trump
isn't new.
Diseases ain't new.
Diseases
which
new.
all been done before.
I've never had to wear a mask my whole life.
Right. That's because you weren't here in 1918 when the Spanish flu was around.
Okay, look, I knew you were older. I knew you were older, but you're telling me because you just said I wasn't here in 1918, but you said it as if you were. Well, you got something to tell us? Right. The hell? Fucking vampire.
Well, actually, my name is Lucifer Morningstar. I've been here for quite a while. I've seen it all.
Mom, I'm quitting this podcast.
That's my worst British accent, by the way.
It was really bad.
That was terrible.
Yeah, I don't know who you were.
That was terrible.
What are you stepping on?
I was
Stop
trying to
stepping on my cords.
Move your cords then.
Stop stepping on them.
Motherfucker.
Fuck. There's mad space down here. Just get your shit together.
Now move.
Stay on your
cords.
side, okay? This is my side. You stay over there. It's very simple. I knew you were gonna do it. Why you gotta do it? God, he can't help himself. He has to touch me per episode.
Well, with you,
get out of here.
It's hard. It's hard to stop myself.
Keeping this right ready. This right's ready.
Stop myself.
Yeah, that's his normal voice. Honestly, man,
none of this shit is new. So no.
What about the library that burned down?
What
With all the documents proving stuff from the past. How do you know anything's true? Was it Alexandria or Jordan? I can't remember. I think it was Alexandria. How do you know?
Because there's been more recent history than that. We've had fires before. We've had bad fires before.
But from a gender reveal.
Not from a gender reveal.
So how do you know it's new?
That aspect is new.
So Brenton?
Aspect.
What do I call you? Mr. Banner.
That
right,
aspect is slightly different.
Mr. Banner.
But only that aspect, because we have had major fires caused by human interference. So the type of human interference, like if you want to break it down to the nano stuff, okay, gender reveal party, that's huge major fire in California, that's new.
What about global warming?
But huge fires because of, because of human interference, not new.
Global warming, Brent.
Climate change is not particularly new.
But it's warmer.
It's new. It's been around for decades.
How do you know that?
Because we've done a lot of fucked up shit to the environment.
I don't do
decades.
anything. I don't smoke cigarettes. I'm good.
Okay.
I don't litter. And I recycle.
Okay.
At your house.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. At my house.
That's my penance. Isn't that what they call it? What's it called? Penance.
And that's only because I picked the bottles out of the trash when I would see them.
You should have described it better. Should have told me how the program went. I don't know. I didn't live there.
No, yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start recycling today.
Sure you are.
I am. The next bottle I get, I'm putting in a separate bag.
Okay, look at you.
That's right. I got recycling in my garage right now. It's not from me, it's from my clients, but nonetheless.
Right.
I'm going to do it. How much do you get for that?
Depends on how much I take at a certain time. If I take like all the bags down, I get like somewhere between 20 and 30.
Million?
No.
Oh.
So an extra, I get an extra tank of gas.
That's solid.
Yeah.
I can go get some Cheetos or something.
Something.
So you're sure it's not the end of the world?
No, it's not the end of the world.
How do you know though?
Because the world is more adaptable than humans think it is. And by the way, even if we do something like nuclear holocaust or global warming finally envelops us, or that comet comes and wipes off life on the planet,
asteroid theory,
the planet will still be here.
Did we ever settle?
We just won't.
Is it an asteroid, a meteorite, or a comet?
You couldn't figure it out. So
now you're saying comet. You're throwing. That's a third one. Which one is it?
I think comets are smaller.
Okay, so which one destroys the world?
I'm not Neil deGrasse Tyson, so don't quote me on any of that shit.
You kind of look like him. Y'all both light skinned. Meteorite, right? So I need to know the answer to this.
By the way, Did you hear about Pluto?
Don't do that. Pluto's back.
Pluto is back. Did you hear about Pluto?
How's that possible? They said it had no moon, so it couldn't be a planet. Because it had no rotation.
It was a dwarf planet. Do you hear what they did to Pluto? That's messed up, isn't it?
That's messed up, right? How the fuck? But how does it come back?
I haven't heard that it's officially back yet.
No, I heard it was
trying to bring it back. I heard that some people were like, "No, it's a planet. No, it's a dwarf planet, or whatever." I haven't heard that it's officially back yet. Poor Gus is still
Right.
out
Still
there in the streets
Using
of
that
Santa
pickup
Barbara.
line.
He's not anymore. He's about to be a daddy,
Sexist.
but
Yeah, that's true. So
with his crazy girlfriend that they never developed, which is a fucking shame.
I mean, she only popped up in the first movie, right? And then she stayed
She popped
through the
up in
second
the first movie and she was in the second one, but they
How do you
didn't do
develop
jack shit
her?
with her in the second one.
I mean, they did. She was crazy. She chased him around the whole movie.
Yeah, but
Did you see that coming, by the way?
Yeah, no.
I saw it immediately.
I mean,
I read that so fast. So when I saw Sean and he was tripping, I was like, it's Gus. I was like, I bet it's Gus. Bet money it's Gus. I don't know why.
I was hoping it wasn't Sean because that would have been a bad turn for his character.
That would have been terrible.
Terrible
For
turn
Gus,
for
it
his
makes
character.
perfect sense. He'll still be exactly the same. He's never wanted to go anyway, so it makes perfect sense. Whenever
Right.
they do another one, it's like, oh, he didn't want to go anyway. So, Sean, I have a kid now. I can't be doing this. There's going to be sandwiches. Did you say sandwiches? And then he'll be there. You know, it'll be
With
the
the
same
crust,
thing.
with the crust cut off.
Right. All right, man, you got 30 minutes. You know what I mean? He'll run off and do it. So how do you know the world's not ending? No, you're talking about resilience. See, I feel like this. I think I don't know either way, so it doesn't really matter to me. That's kind of my philosophy. It's like I just live my life as it goes and just do the best with what I know about in front of me. Like I tell my mom all the time, I just wake up today and it's from yesterday, and the alarm I set the day before does ring now for the next day, so I know I set that, and then I do whatever I was supposed to do because that's what life is dictating to me. Now, of course, I try to do things that I want to do more often because that's just me trying to take control of what I can.
Right.
But as far as like me stressing out about every little thing that's happening in the world, can't do it. I don't have time for that. I'm too busy. And I'm too stressed out to be doing that. It doesn't work, you know? I got enough shit on my brain to be thinking about, oh, the world's coming to an end. Like, if the world comes to an end and I'm fucked up, I'm just fucked up. It is what it is. I'll deal with it afterwards. And maybe in hell, if everybody on that one plane is right, then I'll just be like, oh shit, I'm actually in hell. This is terrible. I didn't mean to get here. Well, I shouldn't have done what I did, huh? But also, I do a very, very happy-go-lucky, nice job for a living. So, if there is good karma in a bunch of different realms, I should be okay. Hypothetically. But also, I'm a terrible person at different points in my life. So, it all depends. Fuck you, Brent.
Yep.
It all kind of depends.
Terrible friend, awful roommate.
First off, I was a fantastic roommate. Secondly, I can't stand you. Okay, you get on my nerves like 90% of the time.
See, this is what I'm talking about. See,
No.
that's what's going to send you to hell.
Right now,
If hell existed, that would send you right there.
right now, it's been 2 weeks, so this is a more tolerable interaction. It feels very, tolerable. Even though, where can they find you again? Because it's 3 hours now.
It has not been 3 hours.
You don't even know how this thing works.
Neither do you.
Let me stick to the science over here.
Oh, the science?
This is the science. I know exactly what it means. You know what it means?
No, but
We-
neither do you. I
we-
know
I do.
you don't, because we've
I
had
do.
the discussion about not knowing what it means.
But that was before I did
There
the
are
science.
numbers. By the way, nobody knows what we're talking about. There are numbers
Everybody
on
knows.
the audio tracking software, the GarageBand.
Y'all want to see?
GarageBand.
This is behind the
second
magic. This is the
numbers.
magic. This is the magic behind the
You
screen.
can't really see
No,
that.
they saw it. They saw that shit. I'll tell you what it means. It just hit 1,000. That's 30 minutes. You're welcome. We're at the 30-minute mark. I've had to talk to your insufferable ass, uncomparable ass for the last 30 minutes.
See, now you're just doing shit on purpose. And I know you're doing it on purpose.
All right, so is it incomparable or what was the other one?
Incomparable.
Incomparable or
It's incomparable, fool.
Is it incomparable or
It's like
incomparable?
Incomparable Yukon, not incomparable Yakin. That one's for your cousin. Shout out to Trey's cousin, who kept correcting him on his English.
Fuck her. All right? I'm going to correct that.
I mean, if you insist.
Yeah. Yucky. She's a married woman. She wants no parts of you.
That doesn't matter to me at
It
all.
matters to her.
It
matters to
If
her.
it does, it does. But
I
that
need to
doesn't matter
zoom
to me
in, but I
whatsoever.
need to zoom in on me when I said it matters to her. We need a cameraman. What happened to the interns?
You chased them all away with your cigar scenario.
Cigar scenario. What was the cigar scenario?
Throwback to Bill Clinton.
I didn't do that. Were they hot interns?
Shout out to Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky.
Why are we shouting them out? Bill Clinton put more black people in jail than anybody.
Shout out to Monica Lewinsky.
Thank you. Jesus. She was down for the cause.
She was down for the cause. And Monica Lewinsky got fucked in the press because they kept...
No, he did not have sexual relations with that woman. She did not get fucked.
They kept trying to pass her off as...
Hit it!
They kept trying to pass her off as unattractive, but it was like, Monica Lewinsky was actually kind of cute.
Was she?
Yeah, she was actually pretty cute.
I was young, so she didn't look good to me.
Like, she wasn't like a size 0, but she wasn't like...
Hold on,
she wasn't like Miss Piggy, though.
Time out. You can't... Don't just size 0 me like I'm just gonna go over that. Like, you don't get that off as if I was saying like, well, if you're not a size 0, then you're not on my radar.
No, not you, the public, the press.
But I'm the only person you're talking to.
The American media in 1999 or 98, whenever the fuck.
Hey, this is the still shot right here. That was for YouTube.
That's the still shot?
That's the one. See, that's completely different. People will be like, what is that? No, don't point with me. Put your hand. Let me do it. You're supposed to be doing like your Brent face.
Oh, okay. So do it again.
See, that's it right there. That's the still for YouTube. Yeah. I know we were about to talk about Monica Lewinsky, and I was going to defend the fact that you were trying to make me sound like I hate thick women. But here's the thing. I hate YouTubers so much. Brent, I hate them so much.
Why?
Wait, let me finish.
Give me the reasons.
I have more elaboration.
Because we probably agree.
Well, for one thing, they're way too fucking excitable. They're way too over the top. Their energy level,
fake.
It's so fake.
It's all
Their
fake.
energy level is way too high. Like, it's entirely too high. It makes me crazy. But I took a couple months away from this other app, and I just got back to it this week.
The Black.com app?
Hey, no, but let me tell you, I fucking hate TikTok too.
Ha! You were on TikTok for a second.
I still am.
You were trying to be with the hip kids.
It sounds like tic-tac-toe when I said that, by the way. I hate TikTok too. But here's the thing. God damn, that shit is so corny looking when people be just dancing and doing all these body rolls and motions and shit nonstop, and you like, what are they doing? Like, I haven't watched it for a while, like when I first got on it,
are these all challenges that they're doing to further a challenge, or are they all trying to make up their own challenge?
They're just making up stuff. Like, see, there's certain ways you could use it, right? Like when I do it with comedy shit, right? So it's just funny random skits and stuff. But these dances, like, I don't use the phrase cringe or whatever, cringy. That shit is cringe like a motherfucker. Like, even the sexy ones. Like, I'm watching a lot of these sexy ones. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you get caught looking, obviously. I'm a guy. I see boobs. I'm like...
Dancing ones are probably as popular, if not more popular, than the funny ones.
No, they are.
Because...
100%.
Because...
They're more popular.
Because not everybody's funny. Matter of fact, most people aren't.
Most people are not funny at all.
And even in that category, with these social media funny things, most of that isn't actually funny. It's just perceived as funny.
Yeah, I've got a couple
it's just
people I follow
quick,
that are
so
funny.
people think it's funny.
Right.
But so there's probably this thing where it's like, well, I can't tell jokes, but I can dance, or
No, they can't dance though.
But I can do that, or maybe because I can't. It's because they can't that they think it'll be more popular.
It's like cheerleading.
It's like when a granny does a twerk video,
right?
And people are like, "Oh, look at Granny, get yours, Granny."
But see, those are more entertaining to me. Watching a granny, like there's a commercial they keep showing in the NBA, is this old lady they keep showing this old granny. She's like, oh. Like you can just see her getting it. And it's like, that's funny. Look at the old lady get down. But I see these young girls, they come out with their little, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Because they want to.
Right now?
You know what want to know what also may spark that?
Done.
Have you seen
I'm
the one?
done, Brent.
Have you seen the one with the 3 little black girls that are dancing in the alley?
What is more
to some like old school jazz
mop.
or whatever the fuck shit.
Mop. Wait, what's some other shit they do? Trash cans.
Yeah.
Perfect break for me to do more dances from TikTok.
Go ahead. But have you seen that video with the 3 young black girls that are dancing in the alley?
Body roll.
Can you answer the question while you're body rolling?
Oh, what? Ask again.
Have you, or is your hearing off?
That's what's happening.
You lose
I
your
didn't hear your
fucking
question.
Grandpa said, Jed.
Huh?
He said, what?
Ah.
Said Jed.
What?
Said what? Said Jed.
Is it Wednesday?
Turn your hearing aid up.
It is
He
Wednesday.
turns it up. He says, what? He said, Jed, move away from there.
I gotta take my trash out.
Said, California.
Listen.
California?
What?
California. It's the place you ought to be.
Huh?
So they loaded up the truck.
What 3 black girls dancing?
Loaded up the truck. And they moved to Beverly Hills, that is.
Is this Stone Cold?
Swimming pools, Movie stars.
Who's that? Who you talking to?
The Beverly
Who
Hillbillies.
you talking to? Who's that?
I ain't gonna tell you that story.
Call him out. Call him out.
I'm gonna tell you the story about Stone Cold Steve Austin entering the 2002 Royal Rumble.
Oh God, what were you asking me about the girls?
The 3 young girls that are dancing in the alley to, like, I think, fucking old timey jazz or some shit. Hold on. You seen that one?
I don't think so. Maybe if I was to see it, I would see it. Are you doing this?
Peace. I'm gonna turn this all the way down.
Why, man? Turn that shit up.
Because
Fair usage.
Oh, it's James Brown. They were dancing to James Brown.
Oh, definitely turn that down. James Brown will get us pulled in seconds. Who the hell is that person? They follow me too. I just saw the similar light.
That's Thunder Thighs.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nah, I haven't seen this. I don't know what this is. Give us some volume.
No, not at all. But this video got a lot of buzz, and they even ended
That's
up
dancing though.
Yeah, they even did it for fucking Ice Cube, and he shouted him out. Like
I don't
they
mind
got
that.
popular. They were on Ellen.
I don't mind
they
that.
did some
That's
shit.
dancing though. See, the problem with
But
TikTok,
everybody thinks they're gonna be the next that.
No. Here's the problem, right? The TikTok dances are literally a combination of about 6 dances. They just change the order of the moves and add like one thing. But it's the same exact thing. Every dance is body roll, body roll. It's like every dance. It's the same exact shit. Or like the little hip shit they do. The
Maybe
little
they're
hip
trying
slow
out for
shit.
cuties. I don't know.
It's the same shit in every fucking dance video.
Or
Like I
Cuties
promise you,
too.
if I open one of these right now,
Electric Boogaloo.
other than the wet, that's some wet.
Can we not talk about wet ass pussy so close to me talking about cuties?
I thought you were talking about the little oranges.
No. The movie that's causing all this controversy.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Good. Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay.
if
Good.
you're saying something sick, I need you to clarify and
We'll
say
have a
yourself.
sheet right over there.
Right. All right.
I've seen that you've been watching this movie, Cuties.
I've been watching Hustlers. You heard what I was watching.
And your Netflix heard you talking.
Tell you something. This hat is hot. I had enough of that. All right. There we go. All right. I got hair this week too, people. Yeah.
For now.
Shut up. You shut the fuck up right
Well,
now.
until you shave it. I mean,
Oh, okay. All right.
for now.
Talking this shit. Should look alright in the camera. It's hot too. That feels good.
But yeah, everybody wants to be the next big thing on the internet.
Well, it's just like a lot of these women are very attractive. Like, don't get me wrong. I find TikTok entertaining. TikTok can be very entertaining. I literally, especially when you first open the app, like once it was remixed and remade or whatever, when you first open that shit, they have so many features. Like for people to edit stuff like me and you, it actually is quite entertaining. Like honestly, it's just like a paradise for like easy accessibility. Like the real shit on Facebook is not even close.
Right.
It's not even close to the level that TikTok has their shit laid out. But just the way people have used it and what they realized would work has made them almost unbearable, man. When I reopened that app after months, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm curious if I open this shit right now, what's the first thing that's pop up? I'm curious. Very curious. I'm going to guess
Some
somebody.
15-year-old doing something?
Possibly. But I'm thinking it's going to be just some
Because that's the audience.
Oh, nah, it's really not though. It's not as much as you think. It was at some point, but they got it mad because they got invaded by the 20-somethings. 20-somethings took over, and then the 30-somethings joined, and now a lot of 40-somethings have even joined TikTok. So it's a lot older than you think, but the base people typically still are younger.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna guess it's gonna be some 20-something with big boobs doing a dance,
Okay.
and it's probably gonna be one of them corny dances. I'm just taking a guess.
Okay.
Let's see.
So we're waiting for. Turn that down, please and thank you.
Oh, and that trend. First off, that
Oh,
girl.
the changing clothes
See, this was
suddenly
cool.
trend.
So, she'll bust her ass. First off, so a couple months
Is
ago,
that
right?
doing that for you because you watch those videos?
Huh?
Is it configured to what you would likely watch? Recommended,
No. This
recommended for you.
So my following tab is over here. I don't follow this person. Now she's real fine.
It's on for you though, so they
But
think
that's-
that you're gonna watch those videos.
But these are let me explain the app to you for a second. This has nothing to do with me. They were showing me videos like this when I very first opened this app.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, everything that I saw was like this. But it had nothing to do with me.
But these websites do configure what you see.
I'm sure they've continued.
on the for you
Like,
thing.
I put it like this: this girl
Like
is
Twitter has a trending for you tab and a trending tab.
First off, this girl is way too fine. That's number one. She's super fine in the
Yeah.
face. She has I don't know what she is. I'm actually curious. See, this is how TikTok works. It makes me click. Let's see. First thing you gotta check is for age, Brent. Just for safety here. They don't have it.
Well, you don't have to.
We don't know.
I don't, because I'm not on
We don't know
TikTok.
the age, so we gotta go to Instagram.
I'm not on TikTok.
I'm trying to walk you guys through something here. Just shut it and follow along, okay? Get your pen and pad out. All right? So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how old this person is. Let's see. You know how you find out, though, a lot of these people? You look at their friends. Because a lot of these girls are good at makeup, but their friends won't be. And you're like, you're 15. I knew it. You set me up.
Are they good at makeup, though, or do they just put a lot of it on?
See, look, hold on. See,
because that seems to be the trend.
Oh, see,
they just kind of put a shit ton of makeup on.
I would say this girl is 20 plus. She's 20 plus, but a second ago
Her
I
friend
wasn't
looks young as hell, though.
Young in what sense?
Like that makeup looks like shit, so she looks like she's like a teenager, like maybe 17.
Nah, I wouldn't go to that. I think you're a little off, bro. Yeah, and she even looks older up close.
Yeah, she looks older up close. That her friend, again,
not great. She's not great at makeup.
Just a ton of fucking makeup.
You're just being sexist. You don't know how hard they have it. I'm on your side.
How about just not putting a ton of makeup on?
No,
how about
you don't know.
How about radiating
You don't
your
know.
natural beauty?
Because you don't.
Maybe
don't try to cover it up.
Maybe
now.
a little foundation.
No, don't try to fix it.
But then
now.
that's it.
All right, stop distracting me. I'm
I
trying.
think we've had this discussion before.
No, you're just. Being...
I don't need my girl looking like Doink the fucking Clown.
Wow, ladies, wow, that was Brenton Banner. Wow.
Tell you what,
Where'd she go? See, well, she disappeared, but now this girl popped up.
That she looks young.
See what I'm saying?
She looks young, and she's twerking in that video. Shit.
I think
she could be college age.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
She could be college age.
I think your
like,
age.
she's not high school. She's like maybe college.
Actually, I don't know. I can't tell. That's the problem, though. You can't tell.
She's also short. Is the other part.
She is short, but I don't.
So
I don't.
It makes her look younger.
These are
but she looks like college. She's probably college.
I don't think so. I feel like she's younger. See, we have the exact opposite on this one. This one I feel like actually is young. She's doing some stuff though. This girl not so much. See, now maybe you're right. Maybe they're just giving me a bunch of these women that look almost identical.
For you, motherfucker. It says for you on
Brent,
the thing.
You're saying
TikTok
that, but
has configured what you are going to see based on your previous.
Let me ask you a question.
Views.
First off, stop tapping. There's a microphone up here. Be smart. Second,
it might damage your hearing. You're right.
No, I can just hear it, which means they can hear it. So here's the thing. This was like this from the beginning, though. That's the point you're missing. I'm not saying like this right here. The reason I'm saying this is because they were not putting a bunch of Indian girls on my thing before. So that part, I'm saying they've definitely added. Because I did not remember seeing a bunch of fine ass Indian women popping up one time.
I think we learned something about Trey.
What, did I like fine ass Indian women?
Yeah.
Well, apparently, because
by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. Me too, motherfucker.
That right there is a unique beauty that I don't see very often, and I like their organic, natural style too. Like their traditional style, that should be so fire to me. Something I've never talked about. I think
that's, and I just smacked
my tongue. I'm not catching it.
I think we might just be in an area where we don't see a lot of them.
I'm from Virginia. I've never.
No, I mean here.
I knew one.
I mean here in Long Beach.
Like, I dated her too.
Like I don't know that. Like I'm sure there is. I just don't know where that area is.
I gotta close this app. This is a bit worse than the TV.
Yeah.
I know this guy. I actually went to high school with him.
Okay.
I don't know why he's always doing this.
For views.
It doesn't work. But here's the thing. He's a very successful, what is he, a financial banker or something? Like, he's a super successful banker guy by day, which is just crazy. This is his spare time. This is what he does. And he found love. And guess what? It's a sister on top of it.
Okay, good for him.
She clearly didn't watch Get Out.
Good for him.
Because she's after the, how would they call it in reverse? What did they say about us? The white daddy,
we had white daddy approval issues or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that's some sicko shit.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Anyway, the whole point.
Did you just say you were not turning this?
This is the Lord of TikTok, by the way, Jason Derulo. He's the god on TikTok.
Oh, that's what he's done with his time.
He's the most famous person on TikTok. He's like Will Smith on Instagram on TikTok.
That's what he's done. He's moved over to TikTok.
But look at these likes, 750. He's like a white girl. 758 million views.
Good for him.
I'm happy for him. And he's got the finest woman in the world. Who was his girlfriend again? I can't remember her name. This chick. Is that her? Yeah, that's her. No, is that her? I don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But that's my point. TikTok is like a fucking drug, but when you look at the shit, it's so dumb because 90% of it is just them weird dances and shit. And I'm like, why is this happening? Like, the comedy shit I don't mind. That's why Jason Derulo is so popular on it. He's actually fucking hilarious. He does a lot of funny shit.
So create what you want to see on that particular thing.
Me?
Yes.
No, I don't have time. I'm tired. Remember we were talking about the sun being gone and the world ending? I don't have time for this shit. That was actually more time than I wanted to spend on that.
And actually, has it felt like time has gone a lot faster?
Yeah, my
in the
weeks are
last
flying
couple of
by.
days
Yeah, just in general for me.
than it normally has.
It's mid-September.
Like the last few days, I woke up and moved around, and I looked at the clock, and I'm like, okay, it's like 10 o'clock. All right, I ain't move around or whatever. Made breakfast, came back. I'm like, how the fuck did it become 2 already?
Oh yeah.
Like
no.
what happened
Yeah.
to the time? Like I was supposed to run errands 2 days ago, and left the house thinking it was whatever time it was, and that may have been a byproduct of the sky being red and all the other shit. And it's hard to tell what actual time it is just by looking in the sky.
I mean, red.
Fucking, I get out. I'm like, all right, let me go to the bank real quick. Da, da, da. I go to the bank. People are coming out the bank, locking it up. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what? And it closed it at like 4:30 or 4 or 5 or whatever. And I looked at them like, how the fuck did it get this late already? Like, I swear it wasn't this. Was I moving that slow? Was time just did I forget to put my fingers together like out of this world and freeze time or whatever the fuck? Like, what happened?
Well, for me, mine is kind of fucked up since my cousin came. My time's been all thrown off because you gotta think the week she came, I changed my schedule at work too.
Oh, okay.
So I went from 9:30 in the morning to 12 o'clock start time. So now I can go to bed later, but technically I end up going to bed the same time. I wake up later, and yet I'm still exhausted, and it feels like I'm doing the same amount of work. I don't understand it. I'm so confused by all of it. Like, but the day be gone. Like, I look at the clock, I be like, oh, it's time for me. It's off. Like today, when I looked up, it was 5 o'clock. I was like, damn, Brent about to be here for a podcast. Like, when the fuck I finished the day? That's why I was like, no notes got done today. I was goddamn. I said, oh shit. I guess I'll do it tomorrow because I don't think I have any time left. I looked at the fucking clock. It was terrible. It's terrible. And they're stretching out our days. Like, they have our computer on now. The Zoom classes just run from like 1 o'clock through 5 o'clock. Mm-hmm. Just straight. They never cut it off now. So if you have a class for the first hour, it's yours. It used to be 30 minutes. Now it's like a straight hour. Like when I was at your crib, it was 30 minutes. Do that 30 minutes, you're done. Not now. Now they give you a class where they say, yeah, you're talking about Easter eggs. You need to be able to talk about Easter eggs for an hour. Like, you know how difficult it is to speak about something that you don't know about for an hour? And entertain people? When? We ain't got no time. I ain't no fucking expert at this shit. What are we talking about? What? Nah. Lucky I like my people. I'll tell you about it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, I get that.
That's 45 minutes.
Thank you, timekeeper.
Professional at this shit.
Thank you.
Hey, check that timestamp. Somebody give me my credit. I learned it.
Actually, I can't see it from here because I'm blind and it's small. But yeah, it actually says it.
I think it says 153 or 152 on that.
Okay.
So I'm pretty close.
I don't know what it is. Okay.
Yeah, I think it says 152.
Something like that.
I can't see shit though because that ring is blinding.
So yeah, good for Jason Derulo. Become the king of TikTok. When are you gonna become the king of TikTok?
Me?
Yeah.
When I get abs. So never. I'm not getting abs, man. I fucking hate EB. EB is the worst human ever. He's a piece of shit.
EB?
Yeah.
Who's EB?
A piece of shit, by definition. You look him up on Facebook or online or in a dictionary. It all says piece of shit.
It's one of your friends?
That's a very loose term. It's just a piece of shit I know from Cox. Cox was a high school I went to.
Sure it was.
That piece of shit went there too. Don't do that. Piece of shit went there too. All my people went to Cox.
Have a lot of school pride still, do you?
Damn right. Cox pride. I'm an alumni.
I'm sure you do.
I'm proud of Cox.
I'm
it's
sure
great school.
You are.
It's great school.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Spent all your time sitting there?
All of it.
A lot of the time sitting there in Cox?
I feel like you asked me two different questions. You did it subtly, but I feel like if I answered one of them, it would have been taken and misconstrued as answering the other. So I plead the fifth. Now I got to answer that. Just see what you're doing.
That's a yes. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, baby.
There you go touching me again. Why? What is wrong with him? And he doesn't stop until I poke him. It's like he has to be poked before he stops. He just loves getting poked.
You know what?
Why is a little red light blinking on your camera in the back? Is that normally happen?
Red.
It's like blinking
in the back.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I guess that means it's on.
Oh, I never paid attention to it, but I never seen it.
I don't.
It's like flicker.
Yeah.
Flicker.
You know what? I started watching.
Porn.
Well, I'm always watching porn.
No.
I have not gotten back to I'm on this fucking trend where I'm getting rid of tabs on my porn browser, but then I keep adding another one or two. So like I keep taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back on the fucking porn tab elimination.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I get that.
Like I did it once about 6 months ago. Clear them all. Now I can't clear them all.
I've started a new trend. I just don't even do it. I don't even do it. I just click something and I stay dedicated for like a week. I click one, and then I don't even close it. Like I had a history forever of just like I click something, if I really liked it, I bookmark it, and then I come back to it.
Yeah.
No. And then I would delete all my history so nobody could see what I was looking at. It was all gone.
Yeah.
No, I've stopped. Now I click something, I do what I gotta do, close that bitch, but it's open though. Like when I reopen that, it's gonna be there, and then I pick up where I left off and I go from there. It's quite a fucking method. But I literally, I finished the video yesterday and I was like, you did me well. Like I said to the,
it's like the end of a good series.
Said you got me for a couple. That was a good binge right there.
Yeah.
That was like a solid binge.
You know, it dipped a little bit in the middle, but that finale, woo! That was some series finale right there.
Since we're on porn, I mean, my mom's never gonna listen to another episode. Mom, if you listen to this is your fault. This is your fucking fault.
I wonder if it was the Black.com episode.
Listen, I have no idea. Yo, it's the craziest.
I wonder if it was the Black.com episode.
A Black.com, she probably wouldn't even know what we were talking about. Because honestly, we didn't get crazy raunchy on the Black.com episode.
Yeah.
We just kept saying Black.com. But that was it, right?
Yeah.
Other ones, we've gone way further. Like what I'm about to do. So, it's her fault if she listens anyway. I don't give a fuck. You did this shit to yourself. So,
But just make sure you share it, Mom. Even if you don't, listen. You can turn on the podcast.
My mom's sharing.
Press
this
mute
hilarious.
so that we still get that view or that listen, and then share it with all your church friends or whatever the fuck.
Church friends,
wherever. You know, whoever's in your crew.
Hey, get out of this. Get out.
Your
stop talking to my mom.
Your spades group.
Stop talking to my mom.
You know, or whatever. Your bid whist club. Whatever it is.
How old do you think my mom is?
You know, that stuff is, evergreen. Bidwiz hasn't completely gone away.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a card game. I don't know. I've never played it.
You're old as fuck.
Spades Club. You just
Spades. You were good with Spades.
Share it
she doesn't have a club.
Spades Club.
She doesn't like people. She like me. She likes to stay to herself.
Okay.
Yeah, she minds her own business.
Share it.
She's not sharing.
And then just turn. And then
she doesn't have social media.
And then just turn the volume off so we still get that view.
She's not doing it. Anyway, so talking to my mom. Look, here's the thing. Oh, okay. I know what I was gonna say. I got lost for a second. I was gonna say, I've been watching something that I never really had thought to even look at before. You know how you find stuff sometimes when you're in some porn shit and you're like, it's kind of interesting.
It was the Patti LaBelle Gladys Knight Verzuz, wasn't it?
I didn't do it. Did you watch that?
I did watch it, actually.
I didn't watch it all yet.
I watched the whole thing. I got high and watched the whole thing.
I couldn't do it.
Patti stopped singing pretty early on because her teleprompter was fucked up. And she let them know that her teleprompter was fucked up.
Too many words.
So
she can't remember all those. Too many years.
Too many years. Her and Gladys were like, this is all these years ago we recorded these songs. They're not in like concert shape at this point.
I can't remember shit from 10 years ago that I wrote.
So a lot of Gladys or a lot of Patti songs, she was just kind of sitting there and just kind of doing this, right? Mm-hmm. Occasionally she might come in and sing a little bit, but especially after her teleprompter, she mentioned her teleprompter for the second time, she really kind of stopped singing most of her songs. Gladys, on the other hand, sang like all her songs. She stood up and she was giving the show.
She was in her bag.
She was giving the show.
Huh.
So for this Verzuz, Gladys won, in my opinion, because Patti quit.
Time out. Hold on.
Patti quit.
But Verzuz,
I love Patti LaBelle, but Patti quit.
But it isn't necessarily about who sings it live. That's become an element of the thing, but that was.
It is.
It's song to song. What I don't care if she was singing it live. You sang it live, and I don't, but I got better songs. Does that count? No.
It all counts.
No.
It should all be included in that.
Why are you watching Verzuz anyway?
I watched that Verzuz.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what? Why are you so weird? Like, can't you just do normal shit?
I saw some of the Actually, I saw a lot of the DMX Snoop one.
That was fire.
Did
you see the Rick Ross one?
I did not see the Rick Ross one.
It was the worst shit ever. It was fantastic. The motherfucker had a chick come out and massage him in the middle of a 2 Chainz set. No, honestly, he took his shirt off and walk out. Shorty sit down, just let me get the shoulders. Bro, I never laughed so fucking hard in my life. Nigga, she came out with the oils, bro. She rubbing the shoulder. 2 Chainz rapping like, nigga, you just gonna get a massage while I'm rapping? You just gonna do it right there in front. And he want like 2 Chainz back here rapping, and he just in the front just, with a blunt. No, he had a cigar. Nigga just I said, yo, this nigga Rick Ross is different. I said, I can't fuck with him, man.
That's that gangster shit, though.
Nah, he was playing him.
That's that gangster shit,
I'm that
though.
guy right now. He said, nah.
Yeah, he was trying to win his verse. He was trying to
did.
win it.
He bodied him, though, because of that.
He was
Because 2 Chainz was doing his thing. 2 Chainz was solid. He got that boss swag, too. But Rick Ross, he got a different level of bossness. Because that... Don't ever disrespect me and get a massage while I'm rapping. I will fuck you up, dog. I don't care how cool. I'm gonna hit you with a microphone. Yeah, don't ever get a massage next to me, man. While I'm fucking rapping my bars that I took. These are my hits, and you get a massage? Nah, that shit. I get you stabbed.
That's hilarious.
Hey, look, don't play with me. Who they doing next?
I don't know. I mean, they just did the Patty.
Nah, no,
Gladys one.
but that shit
was
happened.
a
It
couple days
popped up
ago.
quick though. It was like that one came out of nowhere because Monica and Brandy had just went.
Well, because apparently, and they told the story of how it went down. Gladys's son was like, "Ma,
You gotta do this.
you got to do this Verzuz."
Yeah.
And she was like, "What are you talking about, baby?" She was like, "No, listen, Ma, you're doing this.
You gotta do it.
Then you got to do it.
You're
And
a
you got to
legend.
do it without Patty." She was like, "Oh, Aunt Patty's doing
that's
this."
fire.
Yeah. And then it was
that's
her
lit.
and Patty.
I like that.
And apparently they had like grown up together, basically in the music business. Like their
Yeah.
careers paralleled each other. They knew each other since they were super
It's kind of like
young.
Brandy and Monica, but
So
like.
so it was
before.
like your
By the way-
aunties
by
getting
the way,
together.
Let me just listen. When I said like Brandy and Monica, I wasn't trying to compare the 2 of them to the 2 of them. Just for
Yeah.
any older people that might
Yeah.
be watching this, I was
Yeah.
not trying to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
I was just saying parallel careers.
Parallel careers.
It was a comparison on that level, not artistry. Everybody relax, okay? All right.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just because that right there, that would be the out of all the bullshit I done said this whole podcast, that'd be the thing that they take. Did you just compare Monica and Brandy to fucking Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight? Like,
And Dionne Warwick made a guest appearance too at the end.
Dionne Warwick got some
Came
shit
out
too.
and saying
She got some hits.
that's what friends are for.
Yeah. You old as fuck though. You got like all them hits in your head from like way back then. I don't watching that shit like. I mean, I know a lot of them, but I would have been like, my grandma. Like, I don't. This ain't my shit.
Look.
not
Good
my
music
bag.
is good music, man. Midnight Train to George is that shit.
Yeah, that song's fire. But
On my own,
see,
Patti LaBelle and Michael McDonald on my own
sure I know it if I heard it.
had the deepest.
Sing it.
Had the deepest. You
gonna sing it or not?
It was one of the deepest breakup songs of all time. Had one of the
need
deepest lines
auto-tune?
of all time. Now we're up here talking divorce, and we weren't even married. You know how deep that is?
I do. I've been.
We
there.
up here talking divorce, and we weren't even married.
I've been
like
there.
dog, like it was heartbreaking. I remember when that song came out. Like my mom and her friends played that shit all the fucking time.
How fucking old are you, man? You mean you remember?
4
when that
years
came out?
older than you, motherfucker.
It's apparently not 400. Goddamn.
4 years older than you.
Let a slave him.
I was aware of what the fuck was happening around me.
edit.
I was aware of the zeitgeist around me as early as 2-3 years
Don't
old.
say zeitgeist to me.
Just because, listen. Now, see, if your mama taught you more words,
You
maybe
stop
you
talking
wouldn't
about my
have-
mom tonight.
Why? Because she's not listening. Doesn't matter what I say.
It mattered to me,
Hey,
motherfucker. It's gonna
listen.
stop. I elbow the shit out of
She
you,
won't
bro.
hear me.
You right in my range. This
won't hear me.
Look, you know how UFC they got that pocket. Like you in that pocket, I can hit you from here. Bow. Zeitgeist is. I don't even know what the fuck that means. It
Look
sounds
it
like
up.
I'm not looking that
Google
shit
it.
up. I don't Google dumb words. Zeitgeist is a dumb word. Anything that starts with a Z is stupid,
Apparently, it's too smart for you.
including zebra. Zebra is a stupid word.
Zebra.
Not in Australia.
Well, maybe not.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Just like Melbourne. Not Melbourne.
Right.
Melbourne.
It's like how we say aluminum and they say aluminium.
Right. Or incomparable.
No one says incomparable. I don't think it's
Everybody says that.
It's incomparable.
Not in Africa.
It's in.
You wouldn't know.
Well,
That's
I wouldn't
right.
know.
That's right, my brother.
I've never.
That's
heard-
right, my brother.
I've never heard an
You wouldn't
African.
know.
I've never heard an African say the word incomparable.
Incomparable. That's the way they say it.
Yeah, that probably is how they. That was a great accent too. You
I know.
bust
I know.
that shit right out.
Yeah, I got that on
Bust
deck.
that shit right out of Wakanda.
That's for my brothers.
that shit
It's
right.
doing
out.
that thing again. What the hell's happening? Whoa.
The bars seem to be fine.
Yeah, no, that was a headphone. You know what? If this shit does it again, I'm
Or is
breaking
it,
all
is
this
it your?
shit.
It might be your headphones.
No, it popped out for a second. But listen, Brent. If that high pitch ass screech goes through my head again tonight, I'm going to the hospital because something's off.
Well,
I'm
then I
catching
just won't
COVID.
be in your ear like that, baby.
I don't want you in my ear anyway.
Just
I
don't.
hate this shit.
Just don't look back.
Pretty soon I'm gonna make you
Just don't look
switch and
back
do
at
this
me.
this part too. I'm just fuck it. I'm bringing the light. coming to your house with
You
a light.
might just need new headphones.
No, my headphones are fine.
If it keeps buzzing or popping or whatever, you might need new headphones.
No, see, the first time, it just straight up, it was something with the program. The program glitched. It does that sometimes. But that time, it was because I touched the cord and it popped out of the jack or something weird. I don't know. But they don't care about this. Look, man.
Yeah, what verses would you like to see next?
I really want to see Usher and Chris Brown.
Okay.
Really want to see Usher and Chris Brown.
They're both dancing around each other.
I think Usher takes that because of the years of lineage.
Well, he's a lot faster. You can duck more shots.
I'm not doing this
from
with you.
Chris Brown.
I'm not doing this with you. You're gonna shut the fuck up.
He can get his hands
You're gonna
up.
stop insulting Chris Brown on this podcast.
Insulting Chris Brown.
You're gonna
I'm gonna stop insulting Chris Brown.
You're gonna stop insulting him on
you
this
heard that,
podcast.
ladies? He wants me to stop insulting Chris Brown.
I do. Yeah, they'd agree. Ladies like Chris Brown.
That's another one. We were talking about people that skate on fucking Cardi B skating on robbing motherfuckers. Chris Brown apparently, he could beat the shit out of Rihanna.
He's in jail.
Beat the shit out of Rihanna, and his fans come flocking back to him. He's doing stupid songs with Lil Dicky or whatever the fuck he's doing.
Here's the thing. Your point here is stupid. I'm gonna tell you why it's stupid. No, I'm gonna literally explain to you why it's stupid.
Here we go.
You sound like all those white people after Michael Vick got arrested, went to jail, and spent more time in jail for murdering dogs than fucking who was the dude? Ray Lewis for actually killing a person. And people just accepting him back. Now, I'm not saying by any means that what Chris Brown did or what Michael Vick did is by any means acceptable. But they actually got punished for these actions, both of them, legitimately. And people will not let them try to live a regular life. So when you say after Chris Brown literally lost his whole career, he lost all that shit. That shit was gone for I remember it was I was still like, damn, this motherfucking music is hitting right now. Nobody's paying attention to it. And then he had one song with Lil Wayne, kind of brought him back a little bit. He was on his tours, he popped up a little bit. And then he had that one hit, that Deuces shit, and that brought him back. And then it went to the moon. But past that, nah. And it's the same thing with Vic. They were on his ass afterwards when literally people have killed people in the NFL, punched people in the face, abused women, bunch of shit. He served his time, did his community service, lost mad money, lost all his endorsements, and people still on his ass. You sound just like him. What are you looking up?
I'm looking up dates and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and finish your. I
just finished.
Your lame ass fucking point.
My point made perfect sense.
Oh, did it?
It made perfect sense. Yeah, so, absolutely. Go ahead. Go ahead with your fact lookup. Go ahead, Mr. Fact Sheet.
Let's see. Relationship trend.
You gonna read to the podcast listeners?
Domestic violence case was in 2009. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Discography. Mm-hmm. Then there was Graffiti in 2009, released in December of that year.
Yep, that was the one that didn't get any traction.
It was actually number 7 on the U.S. Billboard 200.
Didn't get any traction.
It was number 1 on the R&B, hip hop, and R&B charts.
Didn't get any traction, bro.
And it charted in a whole bunch of other countries, including number 11 in the UK R&B charts at 55 on their album charts.
Didn't get any traction.
Didn't get any traction, which is why it was number 7 on the Billboard 200 and number 1 on the R&B and hip hop.
Okay, so let's be very clear. Let's make a point real quick.
No traction whatsoever.
No. Let's make a point.
No traction whatsoever.
No.
Okay, great.
So
let's move
you're
on to his
talking
next
about.
album, Fame,
Wait a second. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't try to just skip by. No. Hold on. No, you're not about to just skip by.
And then that one charted.
Yes, this one did chart.
See, that one charted actually less. It was 48 on the R&B hip hop album charts.
Traction. We're talking about traction.
Year-end charts, it was number 8 on the year-end.
I'm not gonna talk to you. You just reading off numbers. I don't give a shit about you just reading off numbers. I'm talking about
these
traction.
Numbers actually discredit what the fuck you were talking about.
Actually, they don't because you're just talking. You're just talking numbers. That doesn't mean shit to me.
Number 1 on the U.S. Billboard 200 charts.
What the fuck does that mean to me?
Top U.S. album charts, weekly charts.
That's what I just said about this one. I said it had traction. So what's your point?
It was 48 in 2012.
Do you have a point?
So my point is that his career didn't slip after he beat the shit out of Rihanna.
Oh, his career didn't slip.
His career didn't slip.
So you missed all of that, huh?
Beat the shit out of Rihanna. You missed all of that, huh? If you're talking
career didn't slip, huh?
Yes, he
career didn't slip.
Yes, he went to jail.
Is that the point you're trying to make?
But his fucking fangirls were still on his
went
job
to jail.
and still getting him charted on the U.S. fucking charts.
Can you go back for a second?
Michael Vick, you can make a case for because Michael Vick.
Go back for a second.
Michael Vick in the public eye.
Don't jump to Michael Vick. Don't jump to Michael Vick. Don't jump to Michael Vick. I said both of those together. Don't jump to Michael Vick after you just made a point. point. No, shut the fuck up.
Hold on a second. You're the one who brought them both
Don't
up,
try to
and
jump
I
back
let
there.
you talk.
It made perfect
and
sense.
I let you talk.
You're looking up fucking stats. If you're gonna come with stats, let me respond to your dumb ass. If you're not gonna let me respond, then
Come
don't
with your
respond.
stats then, Max Kellerman.
I don't need fucking
your
stats.
Lame
I'm
ass,
gonna come with
your
some
lame
actual
ass,
shit.
your lame ass rebuttal then, Max Kellerman.
You can talk with your fucking U.S. Billboard chart, whatever the fuck you want to go with right there.
You're
That's
a
not what the
musician.
fuck
You
I'm
know
talking
what
about.
Billboard charts are.
Exactly. So I know that Billboard charts are a lot of bullshit. I just
Okay.
said impact. If you just
Okay.
want to talk about some Billboard chart shits, we can do that all day.
Okay.
Fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine just charted with a song 2 weeks ago, and guess what? His album came out and he did 2,400 copies of some stupid shit, or like 44 something. So it was terrible fucking numbers. You can chart on a Billboard and not mean shit. You can keep looking on your little fucking phone over and over again, but it don't mean shit to me. If you were out there, you know what actually hit and what didn't. His album might have quote unquote charted high on the release date because people were like, what's he gonna say? What's gonna happen? But that did not do the numbers it did. You just reading me off a bunch of, he number one here, he debuted there, he debuted there. I don't give a fuck.
270,000 copies in the first week for Fame. It's not showing cumulative though. For whatever
Man, I
reason.
can't talk to people about music, don't know music. Oh God.
I'm giving you numbers. Go ahead with your fucking with your bullshit. Go ahead.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're just talking.
Go ahead with your bullshit.
You've got this same story about Chris Brown from every time he ever comes up on the podcast. This is a running gag for you.
Because it's true.
But you're not factual because you weren't out there listening to the shit.
The album in 2009 only did 341,000 copies in the U.S.
In 2009.
The sales were disappointing.
The one that I said flopped?
Previous two
You
albums.
mean the one that you just yelled about me, telling me that it didn't flop at all because it went number one debut week? The debut first week went number one, right? But the numbers did what now?
It was number 7 in its first week.
Okay, and what were the copies?
But
Read that again.
But it was disappointing compared to his other two albums. Then
So what? Can you define for me what a fall off is, real quick?
Go ahead.
No, I'm asking you because you said like it didn't fall off. There was no drop off. That's what you said. That was the whole point of you yelling. Like when I go back here, that's what we'll see. That whole section of you yelling, getting real loud because
that whole
numbers,
section
right?
of both of us yelling, by the way.
Because I'm actually trying to tell you something factual. You're yelling to make your point.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You're making my point.
Tell me something factual.
You're making my same point that I just made. You're reading it off now because you're actually doing the actual research of it now. You're looking at actual facts of what happened during that stretch instead of just, he debuted here, so this really fell off. No, it's not what happened. Literally, everything on that first album did nothing after that other than that initial, what is he going to say after this big tragedy? And then when they listened to it and he didn't talk about it, people didn't care. It was like, nah. And then that album came out. He got some of it back. Is that the one with Deuces on it?
Is that a song?
Yeah, Deuces is a song. It was a single, though. I'm not sure if he dropped it on that album or not.
The singles were, 3 times, Look at Me Now, Beautiful People, She Ain't You, Next to You, Wet the
So,
Bed.
I think
Were the singles.
This is when he came back. So, I think in between time,
Deuces was the number 1 song on it.
Deuces is the one that he put up there. Because Deuces was a single, it caught, and then he put it on that album. And that was the album that brought him back. So, that was a 2-year stretch. That was 2 years between 2009 and 2011 after the shit happened.
As of May 2012, Fame sold 872,000 copies in the U.S.
Which is much more his bag. Because what you said the other one did? 300 something?
300 in the U.S. Total,
That's not even close to Chris Brown numbers. If you look at the first two. If you look at fucking, Writing on the Wall and... I don't remember what the first one was.
Graffiti?
No, Graffiti was the one that got killed.
Was the one, yeah.
That was the one with Transformia and all that shit. Which is my point. That was basically my whole point.
I mean... That's not... He wasn't destitute because of that album.
Did I say he was destitute? That's not what the argument was. My point was, he dropped off heavy. Like, he lost all his endorsements, everything that fucking happened. So it's a fact that his career did drop.
But you also said that motherfuckers can't get past it. The next album apparently did quite well.
Did you not just mention this 2 seconds ago? Why did we get here? How did we even get here?
Because I said, you said,
what did you... No,
you keep trying to defend...
No. You said, what do you want to
Chris
see
Right Hand Brown.
Exactly. That's how we got here. Because you asked me what I wanted to see next, and I said what I wanted to see, and you made that joke. And that's how we got here. So don't tell me that I'm trying to defend anything. I want to hear two different artists.
Every time Chris Brown gets brought up, I'd make the joke, and you're like, don't do that to Chris Brown. Don't do that to Chris Brown. As if that's not... or shouldn't be associated with this motherfucker's career going forward. How not?
How Sway? Every time
how should this not be?
Every time shit happens, you don't jump on it every single time somebody says anything. That's like you fucking got tripped in 4th grade and you fell on your face. So every time I see you, you tripped and fell down.
There's a difference between me falling down and me...
Stop tapping.
There's a difference between me falling down and me purposefully and forcefully putting your face through the fucking dashboard, putting my girlfriend's face through a fucking dashboard of a sports car over and 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 over again. Huge difference. Huge difference. Come on, man. Up here defending Chris Brown like he's paying you off or something. Now,
literally fucking remedial. Like, there's no reason to even talk about
Chris Brown wants to come and sponsor the podcast.
It's so
depending on how much money he wants to lay down.
Because I know you follow people, and you're such a big movie entertainment person. There's no way you're sitting here telling me all these people that you follow all the time religiously. Oh, I have so much love for this person, and that person. With all your little entertainer people, you're not sitting here and telling me Robert Downey Jr., all these other people that got these long ass pasts in Hollywood that have done all this bullshit, and you're sitting here like, I heard you watching the Cosby Show. You fuck with him though, right?
I don't fuck with Bill Cosby.
Get the fuck out of here, Brent. Get the fuck out my face, man. I'll throw this damn drink on you. You got to be the dumbest
exactly
motherfucker,
fuck with
man.
Bill Cosby.
I'm not fucking with you.
I don't exactly fuck with Bill Cosby. Now,
you do a different world drinking show every Thursday?
Here's the thing. I don't defend Bill Cosby though.
Who the fuck? Dog, you literally just asked me about Verzuz. You asked me about Verzuz. I started talking about Verzuz.
Bill Cosby was brought up.
I started talking about Verzuz.
Bill Cosby was brought up, and you made a joke about slipping something in the drink. I wouldn't be like, now don't do that now, dog. I'd probably join in with you. Matter of fact, I'd be the first one to go.
I wouldn't need to. Because I'm not a 12-year-old. I don't need to. I don't need to do that every time it comes up.
But every time I bring up Chris Brown beating the shit out of Rihanna.
Every single time.
Every time I do that though, you like stop it. You act like I'm talking about your friend.
Every single time.
I'm talking about one of your personal close friends.
It's because you never move past the point. It's like you won't grow.
Who was falsely accused of beating the shit out of Rihanna?
You refuse to grow on some shit. It's like, yo, you let somebody from something. We talked about this on like episode 5. It's like episode 37. We literally talked about this shit forever ago, and that was just this year from us doing podcasts. Let alone the actual time gap.
But every time
you just said that was 2009.
Every time I make the throwaway,
it's 2011. It's 2020.
Every time I make the joke, you can either throw away or you can be like, or you stop it. Like you, like I'm fucking defending somebody.
You don't make
that
jokes.
Shit didn't happen
because you don't make jokes and just move on. It's not you. That's not how your personality works. So you're gonna go for 10 minutes of the same joke over and over again.
I'm not going to go 10 minutes of the same joke.
You do it every time.
Move on.
You do it every single time.
We would have moved on to
no, we don't, because this is what you do.
Whoever the fuck else we would have liked to see on
I was talking about Verzuz. I didn't even get my point out because Chris Wright brand, because Usher does more, blah, blah, blah. This is what you do every single time.
That would have been the end of it, though. But no, you had to jump in. You had to jump in and throw your body in front of Chris Brown taking that shot.
Your point is stupid as fuck. It's a dumbass point. It's a dumbass point.
That's not true, and you know it. That's not true, and you know it.
I know it to be dumb.
You defend Chris Brown
I know it to be dumb.
your life every time he gets brought up.
I know it to be a dumb point.
Every time he gets brought up.
I know it to be a dumb point. Every time you do it, I know it to be a dumb point. Because
every fucking time he gets brought up, you defend him with your fucking life.
You started this argument off talking out your ass. You didn't know what you were talking about. You proved it on your own shit. You looked it up. You said something. That was a dumb point.
We started the conversation talking about Chris Brown beating up Rihanna.
We started the conversation talking about Verzuz, and you started talking some bullshit.
You brought up Chris Brown,
and you started talking about some dumb shit.
Well, yeah, he probably does. I was making a quick Chris Brown joke, and now we sitting here talking about Chris Brown again.
Because of you.
Or still talking about Chris Brown.
Because of you.
We could have moved on however many ticks of that
This was a discography about Usher versus Chris Brown. You took it somewhere else. That's where we ended up. Because you always take it there. You can't help yourself.
But you always fucking jump in front of them.
You don't need to make the first joke.
Just let the joke go.
You don't even need to make the first joke.
Just let the joke go.
No,
why not?
Because it's like,
why are you trying to erase the history of this fucking woman beater?
Now you sound like one of them fucking Southern Confederate flag bearers. You sound just like him. Why are you trying to erase the history? Listen to what you just said. Say the same statement again. Say it again. But say it with the Confederate flag for me.
Why are you trying to erase the history of this wife beater?
Right. Stop beating on the table.
Why are you trying to erase the history
this audio is already
of this woman beater?
Right. Now, replace that and do it with a Confederate flag and statues and all that shit. It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. Why are you erasing the history?
Let me change the word for your feeble mind then. Why are you trying to whitewash this history of this fucking wife beater?
Why am I trying to whitewash the history?
Yeah, why are you trying to whitewash it and downplay it like it didn't fucking happen?
See, this is the stupidity on your part. Every time. This is the stupidity on your part.
I'm
answering you right now.
I'm making the joke.
Answering you right now.
All you have to do is let the joke go.
I'm literally answering you right now. I'm literally asking you.
Go
right
ahead.
Now. You asked me a question.
Unlike you, I'm gonna let you finish this.
You asked me a question.
Point. Go
if
ahead.
you ask me a question
Go ahead.
and I start answering your question, let me answer it.
Go ahead.
Every single time you make the damn joke, all you're doing is talking about something that he did 11 years ago when he was 19 years old we looked up, right? 19, 18, somewhere in there. Both of them at 19, 18. Kid shit. Mind you, should it have been done? I've said it every single time. No. He was 100% in the wrong. I've said it every single time. But you're scorned as if you're Rihanna. And Rihanna let the shit go. She got over the shit. Her and Chris Brown are actually cool. They've worked together since then. They've done shit since then. He's apologized. He's gone to jail. He served time. He did all of the legal shit he was supposed to do. He's publicly apologized. She's accepted his apology. Yet somehow you're more scorned than she is at this point about this shit. That's what I don't understand. I don't understand why that shit happens every single time with you. Every single time. Yet, with all these different people we talk about, I never hear you make one of them jokes ever. You never make a joke on anybody else. Just Chris Brown with that continual, oh, well, you beat somebody. And it's the same exact logic. That's why I brought up Michael Vick, because it's the same exact logic to those people that are like, oh, well, he killed dogs. He doesn't deserve the right to live here. He shouldn't be able to do this and do that and blah, 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 blah. It's the same exact shit. I'm talking about the man's discography and verses, and you brought up a charge from 11 years ago. What does that have to do with anything I was just talking about? At all. What does that have to do with anything? You can keep staring at me with the dumb look, but what does that have to do with anything?
Am I allowed to speak now?
You're like a 4-year-old, I swear to God.
Am I allowed to speak now?
Like a 4-year-old.
Okay. You may not pay attention to the other asides I make about other celebrities, which I have many times, including but not limited to Mr. Bill. We haven't really talked about Michael Vick, so there's not really anything to say there. But Bill Cosby or O.J. Simpson or any other black celebrities we may bring up, white ones too, but any other black celebrities we may bring up, you just don't pay attention to those.
Is that right?
You get bent out of shape whenever I bring up the Chris Brown one. Whenever I bring it up, you get bent the fuck out of shape. Again, as if you're defending one of your own personal close friends from a rumor that could never have happened in a million years, a false rumor that could never have happened in a million years, as opposed to your podcast partner making a quick aside, a quick joke about a convicted assaulter, and then moving on from there. Your reaction is always, don't do that, or stop that, or stop playing. And then here, the complete and total blow up over me making a joke. Your complete and total blow up over me making the joke about Chris Brown in the Verzuz battle, as opposed to just moving the fuck on. Now, I made the joke because Chris Brown's bullshit is honestly a quicker and easier joke to make than Usher's bullshit. We can talk about Usher's bullshit if you want to. Usher's had some shit in his life, cheating on Chili and the STD accusation that came up however many years ago or whatever the fuck. It's an easier joke to make about Chris Brown, about Usher ducking right hands for Chris Brown. And at the time, it was funnier. I still think it was funny. When I go back and edit this, I'm still probably going to laugh at that part before getting utterly and completely upset at you at your bullshit reaction, taking this terrible stance on this awful issue that never should have gone this long in the fucking podcast.
Right. Shouldn't even have been a part of the podcast. You're right. It absolutely shouldn't have been a part of it. It should have just kept going to the verses like we were talking about.
Yeah, but now we're here.
You're right. It should have never got here at all. Should have just
now
went
we're
by.
here.
Like if I'd have said Chris Brown,
we're gonna keep it
and
in.
I'd have said Usher, and I'd have kept going.
Let's keep it in though.
It would have been fantastic.
I
don't give a fuck. It's staying. I don't give a fuck.
It's
I don't gotta edit shit. But
let the people hear how bad you are on this subject.
Every single time this shit comes up, you can't help yourself. You like literally like a scorned girlfriend. You can't help yourself. You literally cannot help yourself. It's like, I have to throw this in there. Gotta do it. And you just said all that bullshit about Usher and Bill Cosby, randomly little jokes. I never hear you do this.
You don't pay attention to those.
I pay attention to all this shit.
You don't pay attention to those.
I pay attention to all this shit. Because when you say something that's over the top and it's continuous.
I've joked about O.J. Simpson on the podcast.
How many times have you talked about O.J. on the podcast?
Not many times, but a couple
times.
That's
my whole point.
In the beginning, when
a joke is funny. A joke is funny.
By the way, we're still following O.J. on Twitter.
Oh my god. Oh fuck. Anyway,
he's calmed down on his tweets though. He's mostly just talking about golfing.
But now. OJ, you think it's hilarious? You follow him with our podcast, and he actually murdered multiple people.
Yeah, he did.
But that's fine. That's hilarious.
It's funny. At the time, it was funny seeing what the reaction was to OJ on Twitter and him ducking questions and being like, "I didn't do Joe shit." That whole thing was kind of funny. But it's all kind of died down since then.
Okay, got it. Right.
I'm not saying he didn't. I'm not defending anything he's done.
Did I defend anything Chris Brown's done?
Have
I not every time said he was in the wrong 100%? He admitted he was in the wrong 100%.
But I can't make the jokes about it.
I've said it every time.
But I can't make the jokes about it.
You make the same fucking joke every time.
but
it's like, dog. The shit wasn't that funny the first time. You've done it like 6 times.
So you're more mad at the joke being made and the funny level of the joke being made.
There. It's not necessary at all. It's like not even remotely necessary in that part. Like I'm talking about something completely different about the damn Verzuz battle. We just got off Patti LaBelle and all this other shit. Now we're talking about discographies. I'm trying to make a serious point. Just go through it. Like, all right, so this is what I think. Da 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 da. You take me completely out of that pocket, completely, and take me somewhere else. So now it's like, okay, what was the point? I don't even know. I don't know what the point was anymore.
We were talking about Verzuz battles.
Obviously, but I'm saying, like, I don't know where I'm going.
And what the next one was that we wanted to see. Then I made the joke about Chris Brown, and you got all bent out of shape.
And the shit goes somewhere completely different.
I made the joke about your bestest friend, Chris Brown.
And the shit goes somewhere, and yeah, apparently you're scoring lover.
I hope he sees this, buddy.
Apparently you're scoring lover. I mean, you seriously got some real issues about this. You're real bent out of shape about it.
I mean,
you got some real issues with this shit. Like, it's that traumatic to you, like, deeply. For somebody who doesn't even like Rihanna, that's saying a lot.
I'm making a joke.
For somebody who doesn't like Rihanna, that's saying a whole lot. It's consistent.
I'm making a joke. I'm making a joke at an easy target.
Man, where can they find you at? This shit is pointless to keep doing. Where can they find you at?
They can find me making Chris Brown jokes.
Go ahead.
On Surreal469 on everything. SURREAL, the number's 469.
I already told you where you can find me at numerous times earlier in the podcast when this shit should have ended at like 20 minutes. So find me there. You saw it earlier. Where can they find us, Brent?
They can find
for the next minute or so before I fucking exit this stupid ass podcast.
If they can find us on Twitter at here_pod, on Facebook and Instagram at Get Here Podcast, on Patreon and OnlyFans at Get Here Pod.
Well, all right, folks, there you have it. Hope you enjoyed Screamo 2020.
Don't Rihanna me.
There you have it.
Wait, don't go. He's gonna.